almost went right back into my introduction because that's what the script told me to do in my brain. Y'all know who I am. I'm Twan. I think David's still back on the couch.
Hello, I'm still here.
Oh, I see him. There he is.
Haven't gotten rid of me yet.
Playing more HoloLive stuff. You'll see a lot of characters that are on my MomoCon lanyard here. This is Ceres, Fauna, Seasons of Promise. This is actually not even something you'll find on Steam. Going even deeper into the support people that are just out here making games about things they like. This is made by a creator named Not's in the name and it's messing me up. Not Shu, not space SHU on itch.io. I would say the best way to describe this game is that it's sort of like a Mega Man type of game. And it's great. I love the game. So that's obviously why I'm running it. Part of the reason I'm running this, Ceres Fauna, who's not around with HoloLive anymore, she was sort of my OG, my introduction into HoloLive, and I'd actually dipped out of speedrunning for a while, because I think anyone that's done speedrunning for long enough sort of gets that burnout, and you're like, why am I doing this if I'm not enjoying it, that kind of thing. And when I was starting to get into HoloLive, I watched some streams of Fauna doing speedruns, and just sort of recontextualizing speedrunning and just seeing someone that's just speedrunning, not because it's like the thing they do or the thing they're known for, but it's like, oh, they're just doing this because they enjoy it. It's that kind of put me back into speedrunning kind of rocks actually, and maybe that kind of makes me want to, get back into speedrunning a little bit. So I'm really glad that momentum happened when it did. That came at a good time. I found this game just kind of every so often I like to scroll around on itch.io and see if there's anything that I just want to mess around with. I saw this game. I saw this opportunity. I think even one time Fauna was talking about how it'd be cool to do commentary for so not possible anymore, but I can at least honor her by doing a Ceres Fauna Seasons of Promise speedrun here. So that's kind of a way to say thank you for making me a little bit more interested in speedrunning again. So I'm going to show off this game. We can talk a little bit more. David has only seen maybe one run of this, but he can talk a little bit about, I've kind of complained about the things that make it not bad, but difficult to speedrun. I talked earlier about how this is a really cute, chill looking game, but it's actually a little bit stressful to play. You'll sort of see that as we go along, because it seems like such a cute, chill game, which it is, but a lot of the sort of platforming and mechanics make it stressful to speedrun, actually. But it also makes it kind of an interesting challenge, so that's why I'm game to show this off.
Stressful for me to watch, so.
Well, it's only because I give off that aura of stress.
In general, I find 2D platformers very stressful.
Yes, I'm actually not too much of a 2D platform person. I'm actually a 3D platform person. Seeing the y'all's advertisements for, what is it, the Demon Tides game?
Yeah.
That game looks sick. So that's my kind of realm, your sort of Hat in Time, Super Mario Odyssey, games like that are that's my wheelhouse. But this game I just couldn't. I just done a speed run. This is something you probably can't even pull up for Twitch on your categories or whatever. I'm so.
It actually does have a Twitch category.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, cool.
I didn't expect anything, and then it showed up.
But yeah, well, I'll do my best. This game, I may be the only person that speed runs it for all I know.
I do the best then.
I'm not a huge router or anything, but I'm doing my best. It's going to be a lot of taking damage, sort of your normal, it's better to just take damage and iframe through it than actually beat enemies, that sort of thing. But I've talked too much. I'm ready to get this rolling. As soon as I select new game here, we'll be ready to roll. And I guess I'm good to go in 3, 2, 1, go. So all of this is taking place while Fauna's asleep under a tree.
It was all a dream.
It's all a dream. Yeah. That's the spoiler. It isn't a spoiler since it's actually shown at the beginning.
Yeah.
Get a little introduction into the mechanics. Not a whole lot of things you can do in this game. There's jumping, there's gliding. You're going to see me sort of spam the glide like this because it's just glide. But I also don't want to let go of glide for too long because then I'll just fall. You're going to see a lot of very interesting characters. I believe these are from... I'm relatively new to HoloLive, by the way. These are from a much earlier Halloween VR deal. So these are sort of just funny Halloween costumes, effectively, of all the other members of this specific generation of HoloLive.
I like this music. I'm kind of vibing to it.
So some of the music in this game is references to music that has been put out by members of HoloLive.
Those little green guys, little saplings, are the save points.
Which saplings are the fans of Ceres Fauna.
Yeah.
You saw those in the previous game as well when I was running HoloCure.
Yeah.
The little green blorbos.
In addition to being save points, they also heal all your health. So if you can get to one, then you get your health back. So sometimes it makes sense if you're close to one, like Twan was saying, you know that one of those is coming up, and so you'll heal all your damage.
Enemies basically have like a sort of a global cycle, not global, but like a screen-based cycle. So I'm gonna try to like, I don't know why I did the punch right there. Try to catch things on certain cycles, especially this enemy, so I don't take damage. Because the big problem with some of these enemies is that if you take damage while you're in midair, you have to be able to adjust on the fly, or else you're just gonna fall into a pit. We're gonna run into our first member here, Mume. There's a lot of spamming A to get through cutscenes. On top of the normal attack that Fauna has, which is just a slap, each member of Promise comes with a global cooldown attack. And Mume's is throwing this lantern. It's really that one ranged attack you have, and you need it to get through certain obstacles. So you need to be careful about, like, as soon as it's off the cooldown, you don't. Damn it! I was scared there. Got a weird cooldown here, or a weird cycle.
Weird cycle on that one, yeah.
Just want to take damage so I don't fall into the pit.
Yeah, Mume is simply the first of several characters that we're going to rescue and get additional abilities as we proceed here. You've noticed that there's really no ranged ability other than that one, which makes this very not Mega Man-like.
Yeah, that's what makes this run stressful, is that without that ranged attack, it's very difficult to get past certain enemies, especially as we get into the later stages. We got our first boss fight coming up, by the way. You may be somewhat familiar with this character, as I ran the, actual character equivalent of Bay earlier. This is the big Halloween Bay.
It looks like Metroid. My favorite character, Metroid.
That bomb. It's kind of difficult to like really blast through this fight because you only have the melee attack for the most part with this global cooldown ranged attack. Once you get down to a certain amount of health, you get this sort of like death. What do you call it? I always forget that phrase. Like when they're about to die, they do this like big attack.
Desperation?
Yeah, death throw. Yeah, like a desperation attack.
Yeah.
Basically.
You'll see that kind of style of animation happen with every boss when they're nearly dead. This boss doesn't have too large of a health. Oh yeah, it did. This boss doesn't have too large of a health pool compared to some of the later ones.
And that's a bomb I just want to blow up.
Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty clean.
Yeah, that was very nice.
There's only one boss fight I'm particularly terrified of, and that's Iris. There's probably better ways to like maximize that fight. I can attempt to talk about that when I'm in there, because there's a unique mechanic for her boss fight that stresses me out. So I just do like the safest thing possible. And her like desperation attack at the end is also easily the one that can kill me, or the one that can kill me the easiest, I guess is what I'm trying to say there.
New stage. Autumn
Stage. I was scared there for a second. I don't know why.
Glide buffering there. Those enemies that are just right above you, why the heck do they do that in a game where you only have melee attacks and you don't really have a clean attack to hit them? It's
to make it a challenge. It's good game design. It's aggravating, but that's sort of the point of video games sometimes, is to
be aggravating?
Yeah. Well, to make you have to think about how to navigate that obstacle. So you'll see me be very careful about how I use my global cooldown attacks if there's like an enemy in front of an obstacle, because I have to wait like 3 seconds before I can do that attack again to take down the obstacle.
Yeah, it's a little light blue bar in the lower left-hand part of the screen you'll see right after Twan uses the ability.
To free our next member, Crony.
Another ability added to the pool.
This one's the one that I tend to mess up with the most because I think it's a ranged attack, but it really isn't. It's like a slight ranged attack that ends with a melee attack. So I sometimes pull it out early and then I just miss the obstacle altogether. These enemies right here in these little green things are really frustrating to deal with. So I'm going to try to like not break these little things so that they don't ever pop out. But it comes with like some slightly stressful platforming to avoid it. Oh, that was close.
And now that we have 2 members rescued, you're going to start seeing different, like right here, these differently colored obstacles that correspond to the different members. So you got to also make sure you use the right one on the right correctly colored obstacle.
Oh, that
Yeah,
scared
that
me.
was close.
That kill. That's a stressful one to take damage on to jump through. No, get away from me. I hate you. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's
Nice.
gonna be a mess to navigate. I knew there was gonna be a rock. I wanted to jump, but I was like, that rock's coming. Yeah, the chillness, the cuteness, the nice music really betrays how stressed out I can be during some of these platforming sections. That was a pretty clean stage.
Yeah, that was. Wow, I feel like I blinked and it was over. It's good juxtaposition.
All right, it's Mume time. Or Mume.
Mume. I love the siren at the beginning.
Yeah, that's very like Mega Man. I forget which Mega Man it
I
is.
was gonna say like X.
Yeah, it's like the X
like
series.
mid X.
Yeah, the later X's.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I was standing right under it. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I hate this one. I'm just gonna wait.
Nice.
I don't know how to take. Ooh. Okay, we
Oh, nice. Another good dodge.
dodged these. I'm struggling, brother. Okay, no, we're actually fine.
We've never been so back.
We've never been so bad.
Don't get it twisted. We're back.
This is actually a relatively easy one to skip. We'll get those little bug fellers that I loathe, but they're not too hard to get rid of.
Loathed bugs. Are they holding like soda or something?
I don't know. My brain's not thinking. I don't
Yeah,
even
sorry.
know
That was
what
more.
said
That
soda.
was a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer that.
It's just I framed through it. Okay,
Excellent.
that was actually pretty clean too.
That was.
This feels so slow because when you compare it to like watching certain people play like Mega Man boss fights and just like melting bosses, it's like God, this feels so slow in comparison. But there's really no.
Yeah,
great
you don't
way-
have like the half charge lemon.
Sure. Yeah.
Where like you can like just scale the wall and just like shoot it at them. So it's like a bit harder, like for sure.
But it actually feels like like more of an actual boss fight because you do have to like hang out with them for a while and figure out all of their attack patterns. Oh, this water slows Fauna down quite a bit, and then there's these absolutely aggravating enemies. I'm just gonna get them out of the way. I'm gonna try to jump out of the water as much as I can because it really slows you down. And it's this stage where I start to take aggravating amounts of damage between save points. So
That little sinking lily pad as well.
yeah, there's a sinking lily, a set of 2 sinking lily pads I will encounter very shortly. That is very frustrating. Not this. We're just gonna,
Okay, nice. Oh,
that actually wasn't that bad. I only lost 3.
yeah.
I love Crony's giant head.
Chronicopter.
There's Bay again.
I just want to point out that like Chronicopter is like such a crazy concept.
Yeah. David got a sticker of Chronicopter.
I did
Please.
yesterday.
Okay, here's the stressful 2. Okay, wait.
Nice. Good.
I've lost like a minute and a half there before because I was like, did I forget how to navigate that? So I messed that up.
Are the spikes
Yeah,
like instant death? Okay.
Okay.
I guess that answered my question.
Yeah, it's not a. Oh my gosh, I was waiting for a. I'm gonna call it a dropped input. Speedrunners say dropped input, but they really messed up. That was a dropped input.
I've never said dropped input when I really messed up. I always mean it, even if it's not real.
All right, so we have freed Bay from Giant Head Crony. Bay has a stressful attack.
Oh, the hitbox on this is so that's so hard to judge where you actually have to aim.
Yeah, because it's up in the air and it has like a vertical, some horizontality to it. You kind of just have to get used to when to let go of it because
It's like a parabola.
You can easily.
And using it as an attack is even more
I just want you
on a
to know
moving
it.
enemy is even weirder.
It's a stressful little. Oh, it actually went through.
Wow.
I think it may go through the little
cocoon.
thingy.
Yeah, that's good.
But I know that if it hits the character, it will just stop at the character, and you won't be able to hit the obstacle. Get away from me.
I just want to remind everyone watching that we are raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. You can go to speedrun.gives to look at our donate page because I'm pretty sure we're opening some incentives. It's going to be a great time if you're watching to donate because we're going to have a few things open here soon. We're also going to be live all weekend. So you can go to schedule.speedruns.give to see the entire schedule.
Sounds good.
And I feel like this is a good timing because the boss fight's about to come up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is my favorite boss fight. I love the Crony boss fight.
The abilities are so goofy looking.
It
I
fits
love
her
them.
so well too.
I love them.
This is one of the normal ones.
I can't believe this is a boss fight. I almost feel like betrayed. I thought we were supposed to be friends with a chronicopter.
Yeah, I don't know why the Halloween. Oh my gosh, I'm all goofed up. I'm used to not getting them back. Are you serious? We're just gonna get this attack, man. I guess you're not gonna see all of what Crony can do. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take damage here because I set this up wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my favorite, the legs.
Yes, the legs.
What is happening?
Oh
man.
Serious?
Yeah.
You got robbed.
Oh my gosh, I keep getting got even though I know this, all these patterns.
Nice, that one hit. Okay, cool.
You better hit. Okay.
Yeah.
If that didn't hit again, it is rigged.
This is my favorite desperation attack. I like the cool time mechanic that's utilized here.
Lasers.
So right here, after this attack, you kind of get moved around. Like the first time you do this fight, it's like, what is happening? It's like I wasn't over there. How did I end up over there?
Nice.
I always
Oh my
forget.
God.
I forget about the teleport.
Yeah, these bosses that are floating, they can be
was
kind of hard to hit. 'Cause you start having to really rely on those special attacks to be able to do damage during when they're in the air.
We're good. I'm not too bad on damage. I just
No,
kept
you're
messing
doing
up.
okay.
I kept messing up the little hands of the
Nice.
clock thing. Okay, we're gonna. No, I keep messing it up. Ugh!
Yeah.
Frustrating. I believe you. I believe in you right now, but I am terrified.
Okay, this one's good.
There you
We're
go.
fine now.
Good job. Oh, one little slap.
Get out of here.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
Anyway, she's my favorite. Boss fight, at least. I also love Crony as well, but I had to like backtrack immediately after I said that. I'm one of those people, like, I don't necessarily have like an Oshi a favorite as much as I'm just like in awe of how talented they all are. So. All right, we're moving along.
We're
I think
moving.
We're in the Iris stage now. And there's ice
Oh,
physics
yes.
here, which also, you know,
Oh my God, I hate
all my
ice
homies
floors.
love ice physics.
I hate ice floors in video games. Oh my God.
I'm gonna try to take out a couple enemies here and there just to
Yes.
kind of make my life a little bit.
He's really
easier.
gonna need to because this is a level where there's a lot of damage potentially on the table. So
I hate these guys so much.
I don't even know what the heck those things are.
Okay, we're locking in. There's Iris. There's Iris as well. So the puppet motif is gonna be important for the boss fight.
I don't like those button eyes. Remind me of that movie Coraline.
I think Coraline is nice.
Oh,
Kind.
oh, okay, that's good. I never saw it. I just got freaked out by the commercials. So when I was a kid.
Oh, I almost dropped that. So Iris's attack is the one that I like the least. I mainly just use it to get rid of these little barriers right here, and unfortunately these barriers do 2 hearts of damage instead of the normal 1 for everything. So I do like, whenever I possibly can, to just get rid of those to make my life a little bit easier.
Yeah. Those are not hits you want to tank.
Yeah. They add up. So I would rather just take
One-
my front,
yeah.
take the 1 damage down there. Oh, well, or take, all the damage right there. Dropped
Oh,
input,
no.
remember?
It's never been so over.
No, I wouldn't dare blame it on the game because I appreciate that
Man.
someone put in all the effort to make a game this good.
Dang, that sucks. I think you're right by a save too.
It's wow, that's the ice physics. I was like, I'm good. Oh, I have 4 health. Maybe this is stress.
Oh my gosh.
All
Yeah,
right, I got to think about this.
I think you almost have to like drop down.
We got this. We're gonna get this. We're just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna take damage. We can't be sitting here. This is a speed run.
We're going faster.
I did it again.
Oh no.
This is what I'm telling you about. This game's stressing me out. All right, we're gonna be very careful with their damage management from here on out. Can I jump over you? Nope.
Yeah.
There's like a very...
This level's of pain. This is the one that I always stressed me out watching you.
Okay, get you out of the
And those ones take 2 slaps too. It's like they really started trying to stack up as many.
I think everything takes minimum too, except for like the one...
Well, those fast forward button guys are only just one. Oh, okay.
Okay, now we're good. Get
Okay,
out of here. That's
excellent.
green.
Okay, nice.
Don't.
Good job.
And that's where the save is, too.
Good job. Yeah, yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, this has got some absolutely dastardly runs between saves.
Surely it like had to be on purpose.
It had to be what?
It had to be on purpose.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, that's platforming for you. Like
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. I give myself a little bit of grace during a marathon run.
Yeah, like you said earlier, like that you're used to. You know, we're at an entire convention right now.
Yeah.
When I did my Uncharted 1 run at DreamHack Atlanta 2018, I was not have Bay ready there. Like my run was at like 8 or 8:30 or something like that in the morning. And my hand, you know, it was pretty cold. You know, they keep it cold in here as I'm just not even paying attention to. See, that's the problem with the global cooldown is you have to sit there and wait. And like there's a lot of like very like you got to mash this button intensive type things in Uncharted, and having fingers that you can't feel because it's so cold made that run very, very tough to do. All right,
Here we go.
I wasn't stressed out enough. The Iris boss fight is the one that I like the least, or not necessarily that I like the least, but that I find the most challenging in the speedrun.
Yeah.
You will see that there will be some puppets that appear at the top. I'm not good at keeping track of what puppets there are at the top, so I'm not even going to utilize any of my other members, because if I utilize a member that whose puppet is at the top, I'm pretty much guaranteed to take damage.
Yeah, it's basically like a trap.
Yeah.
It's like these members are excluded. These abilities are excluded while those puppets are dangling.
And they haven't. There we go. I was like,
Yeah.
well, they haven't popped up yet, so I guess I'll use Mume real quick.
Yeah.
So if I were to use Mume now, that would be not good for me. And they like cycle in and out, so
So you have to be watching a lot of things on the screen at the same time.
This is such a strange fight.
Yeah, it really is.
oh, a little early. All right, so this desperation attack, I get these little fauna puppets around me, and these feathers fall. It's not a good start. If all 4 of the feather faunas disappear, which we're in a bad spot right now. Okay, actually taking damage there helps.
Yeah.
Then I die automatically.
Yeah, if all 4 of those effigies die, then you die.
Oh, I did that. See, I was on autopilot.
Yeah. It's okay. You're good. You're good. You can make it.
Okay, I did it again.
You're good.
There we go. We're good.
Okay.
we still finished it. It's good.
Yeah.
My brain was just on like it's off cooldown. Press B.
Yeah.
And forgive me for not knowing, but that's the one that we played as in the last one, the one that won the bid war.
The one that we played as last time is the lady in red at the bottom. The one that we
Yeah.
just fought in the boss fight was the Halloween version of the
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah. Yeah, the one we played as was the one whose attack it comes in on like that arced top.
The drill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or drill. Yeah, I guess it is.
That's Bay.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Short for Hakos Bales. All right, this level's also stressful. There's a lot of obstacles that I can cut through. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken damage through, because now I got to sit here and wait.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to remember. There's a lot of those things. It's hard to remember where you can and can't take damage.
I just use Crony there because that vertical attack takes out 2
Yeah.
and makes it easier to pass through.
Yeah, you can technically also use Mume's attack there, but like you said,
There's multiple
Cronies
Work there.
takes out more area. I love the little slapping sounds.
Yeah. Okay, these are new enemies to avoid, but they're actually pretty easy to kind of get their global cool or their cycles. It
Oh,
barely-
okay,
No,
cool.
I knew I was good. These do 2 damage. That's why I like to clear those out. All right, we only have 1 more member left.
Mm.
Who's that, I wonder? There's, you know, much like with HoloCure, there's lore to go into. We'll be sitting here for a minute. Okay, I did that again when I pulled out Bay when I meant to use Iris. I'm definitely not going to go into the deep lore.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
That's homework for y'all to watch. You know, 700 hours of HoloLive content to understand all the references.
The iframes from the 1 heart of damage to avoid the 2 hearts of damage was pretty sick, by the way.
I'm just gonna get you out of the way. I'm all scrungled up on what I usually have like in my head what to cycle to next because I know what the next obstacle is gonna be. But you know, I'm in marathon brain where it's like, you know, when you take an exam and your brain just goes blank. Oh, here we go. We got giant head giraffe fauna.
Long fauna.
Huh?
Fauna the long way.
I don't even go here, so I guess that happens. Like,
Yeah. These are all, again, these like VR Halloween models that they used one year. I want to say it was 21, but I could be wrong because I would have had no clue what HoloLive was in 2021. Even though 2021 is like yesterday in my brain.
yeah, you said 2018, like when you did that Uncharted run at DreamHack, and I was like, oh yeah, that wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago. And I was like thinking about it, I'm like, wow, that was like,
That was 7 years ago.
yeah.
This is my favorite piece of music in this game.
Yeah, this is cool. Oh, that was a bad one to...
Oh, that
Thank
was
you.
quite a gamble. Wow.
Oh wow.
Paid off, though.
Fauna got that float.
You should buy a scratch off ticket.
Yeah.
That float lasts for a minute. It's just super slow. That's why you don't see me hold it for long. This fauna fight was the hardest for me to like eventually figure out, but I kind of know the attacks now, and I'm pretty sure I can manage. I want to just get that out of the way. A lot of stuff to hit me. I'm just gonna iframe through this.
Okay. Nice.
Should have had Bay up. There we go.
Nice. Excellent.
All right. Other than dying on that one platform, it's been a pretty clean.
Where's her
run.
head? Oh. Maybe she's friendly. Maybe this is.
Who's to say? That face definitely screams friendly.
Why is the warning message popping up? I thought he was friendly.
Oh yeah, this attack. I can't quite
Oh
reach
my
you.
God. AoE on the ground. Yeah. Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah, those little squares of dirt that are kicked up do damage to you as well.
Yeah.
If that isn't obvious.
I do want to shout out that in person here at MomoCon, we do have a pretty sizable crowd for the HoloLive fan games.
Oh yeah, excellent.
I know what the people like.
I know what you are.
Oh my gosh.
Again, thank you so much for being here. We're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. You can go to speedrun.give to donate, or schedule.speedrun.gives to see the schedule. Or I guess you're already here. You can look at the TV that's like right over there. That one's easier probably.
The flail attack is an interesting choice.
Desperation attack's a little stressful, but I should be good. I've only lost 3 hearts.
Oh gosh, this one.
Oh yeah, I get hit by the ball immediately? Come on, Snail.
What is happening to your screen?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Gosh. This is the type of stuff I would never be able to do. This is looks so disorienting. Absolutely.
Get away.
Nice.
Oh no, the hug.
The hug of death.
I guess she is a little friendly at least.
Maybe this is like the HoloCure game. You're not killed, you're saved when your
Oh,
health
yeah,
gets to
yeah.
0.
Why don't we want to be saved?
Okay, now I need to be careful.
This is lock-in time. This is what
Oh, I
separates
don't like
the wheat
this
from the
attack.
chaff.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Oh man.
I was a little
Dang.
too far out. You have to be really close by in order to actually do that jump and clear underneath.
That looked super tight.
That's my favorite attack because it's a little.
Yeah, sorry, I blinked for like a minute and a half. Can we do that again?
Yeah, we can actually. I'm glad you asked. gosh. Sometimes she's just low enough that I can hit, and I don't know what dictates that.
That seems weird that would be different.
Like right
heights.
here. So I can get a couple extra hits.
Oh, you know what? It might be when you're slightly farther away
Yeah,
that there's
you might be right.
the hitbox is more vertical or reaches vertically farther up if you're farther away.
Just gonna be
Oh,
really
okay.
careful here since I know I'm not worrying about a PV or anything at this point.
Nice.
I promise I'm good at this game. No,
Looks
this
pretty
is-
good to me.
It's just been some unlucky spots.
I mean, this has been a one-hit attempt so far, which is like better than I could do right now. Like,
It's the normal spots where I get got is where I'm getting got here. So that's as long as it's nothing that's like actually aggravating, like I've never died there, you know, sort of things. That's what'll get me.
I mean,
I was being a little too careless towards the end. I was like, oh, I've got plenty of health. Let me just kind of iframe and get some extra hits. Oh no. Yeah.
and then you iframe your entire health bar away.
Yeah.
Ain't
that's
that
just how it be
always goes?
sometimes.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Getting lost in the speed sauce.
Come on. They're so beefy.
It's just such a large amount of health. Nice.
Come on, just
die.
taking it all.
Come on.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
It's like I got plenty of health at this point.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
We won. That's the one text box I'll read for you. There is some sort of lore going on here. I don't know. It's a dream. I'm definitely big on the like. I'm a speedrunner. I played it casually one time, and then I've speed ran the game for 8 years, and I couldn't begin to tell you what the story is.
Is that not normal? I think there's like maybe a single-digit amount of games I actually know the lore for.
I outside of Hololive, my other series that I'm a huge fan of are Metal Gear and Yakuza. So I have anyone that knows those two series know that that's nothing but chock full of lore.
Plenty of lore to be had between those two things.
I actually, speaking of Metal Gear, I actually saw like just over there, like a few minutes ago, like a Snake cosplayer,
Oh.
just like with a box, like just go into the box completely. I was like,
I mean,
I was like, I don't know where to mention this, but it was like super impressive.
Wow, that's
classic,
really cool.
classic Snake activity. Anyway, that was Onwaf.
Yeah.
Someone we just let her appear. Looks nothing like anyone here, so I don't know what's going on there. So we definitely mix things up a little bit with this stage.
Ooh.
It's slightly less cute. I'm gonna be very careful here. These moving platforms
Yeah, this
are a
is
little stressful. Well, that's stressful. I was
Yeah.
like, why am I floating? Just take it. Just take the L, dog.
yeah.
Why does this stage look like Hatsune Miku's like immune system?
All right, I gotta lock in. I'm goofing too much.
Lock in time.
Oh, that was a good jump. I'm just gonna take damage to that.
I think we, as the speedrun community, is kind of like lost the sauce in saying serious time. Because whenever people say serious time, they're like, woo, yeah!
Yeah. Nope, don't do it. That's
Yeah,
a bad
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
You can't make that jump.
Nice.
I can make this jump, though. I don't know if I saved much time doing that, but it feels like I'm doing speedruns.
It was flashy.
I mean, if it looks cool, it saves time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Golden rule or
So
whatever.
you're so real for that, David? Oh no, I'm gonna miss the bus.
Oh,
Here
you're
we
making
go.
it,
This
you're
looks
making
like speed running right here.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
That was sick.
you're gaming now, man.
That actually looked like speed running. I need you, babe. We're gonna just take damage through this.
Take a little damage there. Cheeky.
God, these things aggravate me because they just appear right at when I don't need it to appear. Again, game design.
Nice.
I want to not miss this. Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I should have just done that.
Ah,
no.
Oh no.
I love taking damage.
You got so
Okay, we're
combo
just-
there.
It's gonna
Yeah.
thank you, Iris.
Okay. We're
All right, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
This is the stressful set of screens, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to the end.
Yes. So things are ramping up in their diabolicness. The dastardly
Don't let me miss
scale is
the bus.
peaking.
We're just gonna.
Me in 8th grade in the morning.
Oh, this is stressful.
Oh,
We missed it. Please let me land. Nope.
oh
no.
man.
Now I'm all messed up here. These cycles on these upcoming platforms are. You hit them or you're in a world of hurt for about 5 or 10 seconds. I'm just gonna actually take damage. I'm not trying to get over there. I'm just trying to, do this. Oh,
Nice.
barely cleared it. That one I've learned you can put yourself in a bad spot if you just try to speed through it as quickly as you can. I was
So tempting, though.
ill prepared for that. Okay, I
Nice.
didn't miss that jump.
I know that you were talking about it before, but like, especially like near the end of the game here, like all the like level design and platforming is so mean.
Yeah.
Like I totally understand how this is just like so stressful now.
Well, and again, the main reason it's stressful is because there's no ranged attack.
Yeah.
With ranged attacks, this can be a lot easier to navigate. With an unlimited ranged attack, for sure. But when you only have like the slap you on your head attack that Fauna has on top of the long global cooldown, like it's
Literal twig attack.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely makes it a little bit more stressful to kind of navigate. Anyway, we are at the final boss though.
Excellent.
Already? Okay.
Yeah.
That was fast.
This takes a minute though. This
Yeah,
is
this-
definitely the longest. There's 2 phases
Yeah.
for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is definitely tricky.
All right.
Lock-in time is
Let's
not
go.
over.
Let's go. I love this fight. This is cool. All right, on off. Let's roll. I like getting that hit when she drops. Oh no, I should have just waited. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this.
Yeah, this is so tricky because she spends so much of her time elevated like that, so
Yeah.
she is not vulnerable all that often.
This is my least favorite when she's all the way up there. Yeah. I have this attack and that's it.
Yeah, so it's not just a matter of avoiding attacks, but also being able to get the attacks in the rare opportunities you have them.
Just gonna focus on avoiding this. I want to be over here whenever this attack happens. 'Cause It's gonna drag this nasty pollen stuff over, and I want to be have it on the opposite side of the boss so I can get some hits in.
Yeah, exactly. Lure it away from the boss so you can come back and hit. And this just alternates.
Oh my gosh, I
Ah.
goofed that up.
Just keeping it spicy for the audience, you know?
Yeah, speaking of keeping it spicy for the audience, like how are you guys feeling right now about this run?
Yippee! Yippee!
That's me if I was in the crowd. Oh, I got that hit in.
Nice.
Oh.
Sick. That was slick, man.
Nope. These always get me because I get too greedy.
And they didn't get you the time you said they always get you.
I make good sound effects sometimes when I'm speedrunning.
I think speed noises is like such a lost art as well. Like I think when you're like locked in and you like just like make little yelps, that's like such good content.
If I made a tier list, like some level of is my favorite, or at least that's what I default to when I'm playing.
Nice hit. Little cheeky hit there.
It's not over when the boss
No.
health is down.
This is the first.
I get this
This is the
last hit.
first phase.
I always get got by that little jerk down at the bottom because then she pops up one more time. And I have to wait till the end of the cycle here. So
Yeah.
Even though the health is gone, we have to wait a second. I get a heal.
That was a pretty clean phase one, though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Only 2 hearts down is good.
But I get the free heal here, so
Yeah.
I can't do any damage right now. Come here. Let's get this going. So this is where it gets a little bit more intense.
Bit of a gear shift.
I want to be careful about. These attacks get a lot more difficult to navigate.
And your hitbox is technically a little smaller now because she doesn't have the flower around her that counts as part of her hitbox.
All these attacks are more difficult versions of the. But now I was waiting to take damage there so I could actually get a heal. Oh, oh.
Nice. Oh, that hit her as she was running away, I think.
Oh, this one's fun. You have to jump before it's back on screen for the third pass, otherwise you'll get hit. So you have to just kind of know.
You've run this game once or twice, so you know that's
Yeah,
good.
you could say that. Okay, free heal.
Oh, hey. Just when you needed it.
I'm just going to focus on avoiding here, because I do need a health to get through the desperation here at the end as well.
Another cloud of
Ah, it's going to miss. Oh well.
stinky pollen.
See, I got to be careful about the Bay attack, because I'll get too excited and then just whiff. Ooh. I'm real good at whiffing that right now. Oh my gosh. At
It's
least
not a
I'm
whiff.
missing
It's
that
just
attack.
a controller malfunction. It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
So
Anyone but me.
when this health bar is depleted, that should be time.
No.
No?
We get the
No.
we get the desperation.
Oh, that's right.
here.
That's right. Sorry.
I'll let you know.
Don't die.
No, I should be good now. I'm at full health. So we're gonna get like sort of a desperation from everyone.
An
All
ensemble.
the former bosses. Yeah, the ensemble.
Everyone's here.
The Smash Ultimate boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's.
And when we say everyone's here,
Oh,
the
yeah.
for the knowers, everyone's here. So you'll see it. You'll see in a moment. The final death or desperation attack that appears. So you get one more. Cute little reference to Fauna here in the background. I use cute loosely.
Oh. Big star.
Yeah, when you don't know what's happening here, you take a lot of damage. And I have to stop right here to
Okay.
clear that.
That's just game knowledge right there.
Yep. And then Onwaf here is going to take a couple hits, and then there'll be like the dink sound that's been at the end of every boss fight, and that's time. I'll try to get you. Right there. That was time. It came earlier than I realized.
GG's.
Nice. Good job.
Huge claps for that run. Yep.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, thank you, everybody. You all should check this game out. Again, Not Shoe on itch.io if you want to play it for yourself. There's also a boss challenge if you beat the game, and it's like harder versions of each of the bosses. There's one where I don't even know how to do damage to them, so I was like, I'm definitely not giving that as an opportunity here. But we wake up, we're like, oh, you're having a dream, wake up. And we got to make it to the end. We got to see the happy ending. Spamming the A button. I know speedrunners have their different ways to like spam. I like to move the controller up and down. I don't even move my thumb. I just keep it stable.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. I wanted a nice end screen there. But yeah, that's Ceres Fauna Seasons of Promise. And y'all are done with me for a while.
Until tomorrow, right?
David and I will be back tomorrow. I got to make sure I limit my water caffeine intake so I don't have to take a break like I did during David's run, because my story's Path of Destinies runs like an hour and 40-ish minutes. So, well, it'll definitely be a chill time then. So get ready for some more yapping then.
Indeed.
Yeah, great game. Both of these games I played, free to play. Check them out. They're cool. I love video games. Y'all should play video games. They're cool. That's all. That's all I got.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Thank
and
you.
where can everyone find you as well? Before I forget.
I don't really stream on Twitch anymore. I'm Twan_SR on Twitch. If I ever decide to speedrun, you'll find me there. If the juice really starts flowing, I'll pick up stuff there. I'm on Blue Sky as Twan. I believe it's just Twan on Blue Sky. I've been reposted by Momentum on Blue Sky, so if you see that, I have like a Sans Undertale looking face. But that's pretty much. Oh, and I believe I'm also Twan speedruns on YouTube. If you look up like Twan, I've done like a GDQ hotfix thing before. If you look up like Twan speedruns, you'll see some of my stuff. If you want to just see some of my older stuff, I've speedrun a lot of like turn-based RPGs. I've run like Kudelka, Uncharted, Eternal Sonata, a lot of weird stuff for the most part. I like to dabble in a bunch of different things. I've done like Blade 2 speedruns, as I talked about
Dabbler.
earlier. Like I just like to kind of mess around in a community and then disappear. I'm a big fan of like
That's the vibe, though.
getting the first couple PBs and getting that good feeling and then going and chasing another set of good feelings. I don't like the grind to get the world record. I just like kind of learning about a speedrun community and meeting people and then you know, trying to stay friends with them. I'm friends with a lot of folks in the Uncharted community still, and that's been like 5 or 6 years since I run that. But it's just cool to kind of meet people and see the games that they like to play and, you know, learn from them and, you know, build a community. It's always fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing these runs. And
Thank you.
also,
this is fantastic.
yeah.
I love the stage. I love that y'all are doing this. This is just great. I can't say enough good things, but I have an hour and 45 minutes tomorrow to do that, so please kick me out.
Yeah, everyone in Twitch chat and everyone in the audience, please follow Twan on everything that they said. But we're going to be taking a quick break. Before we take that quick break, I just want to say we got a $5 donation during that run from Anonymous, so clearly we were doing something right. We were doing great. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.